If the Board of Water and Light in the state capital area here in Lansing goes into effect, the basic cost of electricity for typical residential customers will be 52% higher than it was in 2008. And if you include all the fees, 80% higher. It's a proposal now that pushes it up 7% for electricity. And General Manager J. Peter Lark said the rate increase is needed to help pay for storm-related enhancements, inflation-related costs, and increased payments to the city of Lansing. Dennis Lowney on the other end of our AT&T line right this very second. Dennis Lowney is the commissioner for the Lansing Board of Water and Light's first ward. Thank you for being available, and good morning.
Good morning. How are you today, Michael?
Well, I'm fine. I just when I saw the banner headline in the Lansing State Journal yesterday that Mr. Lark was asking for a 7% increase. Is that a lot, a little to be expected, or upsetting?
Well, I think looking at the reality of the situation, when you look at inflation over the last 3 years, and then you look at really the demands that are on our system, some of the problems we had in the storm and the changes that have occurred since January, I don't think that's a huge amount. But I guess looking at it from my perspective, I still want to see greater justification in regards to why a rate increase is needed.
So it's not a confirmed increase as yet. What has to happen next if that is to go into effect?
Well, the next step, last night's committee hearing approved that this would go out to a public hearing, which will take place on September 18th. And then on September 23rd, the full board will vote to either approve or disapprove the resolution.
According to what I understand to be the first base rate increase in more than 2 years, is that something that you can be expected after 2 years, or is it unusual? And how much of it has to do with the down power lines and the power outage at Christmas time?
Well, I think the down power lines are part of it, but I also think when you look at the different commodities that the Board of Water and Light provides, we've got electricity, water, steam, and chilled water, and there's certain infrastructure costs in maintaining that infrastructure and providing those commodities. Currently, electricity subsidizes both steam and chilled water. So when I look at a rate increase, I want to look at, can our commodities provide or make a charge that is going to have some type of return so we can pay for that. And to me, that's a concern. If we're providing a commodity and it can't pay for itself, then we need to look at an affordable cost that's going to maintain the infrastructure so we can provide that commodity.
So in other words, it's a public utility that really must act like an independent business in terms of being profitable and self-sustaining?
Certainly. I mean, I think when you look at the bottom line, we've had inflation costs, we've had increased costs to provide pilot payment in lieu of taxes to the city of Lansing, and then we've had great suggestions from the public and from the CRT to...
It may happen, it may not, but Dennis Lowney wants to see more justification for a 7% rate increase from the Lansing Board of Water and Light. Thank you, sir. We'll talk again soon.